This to load. Okay. I'm just waiting to see if it's all good. Okay. Good. So... Sorry about that. Probably instead of playing another bit of randomizer, I decided to change things up and play a ROM hack I've actually streamed a few months ago. Wouldn't surprise me if it's been over a year. But it's called The Sealed Palace. It is a ROM hack of Ocarina of Time that's trying to be its own sequel. The reason why I don't have music on is because of, the game. But I am using Project 64 instead of Ship of Harkonnen, which did irritating. It doesn't have the enhancements like the better frame rate, the right stick, things like that. So I actually what? Why? Wait. Why? Why did I do that? Okay. All good? All good. Are you going to... Good. Sorry about that. But yeah, as a result, I actually did change the controls a bit, so it's more understandable. The D-pad actually has functionality with, I believe, the boots and Ocarina being bound to the D-pad. So what I did is that the actual D-pad for the controller is the C buttons, and the right stick is the D-pad. That way I can actually, use stuff. That annoys me. Where I can't... Actually, I'm gonna move this slightly. Okay. Waiting until it's back on. Oh, good. That's what annoys me with Project 64, aside from the lack of enhancements. It's that as soon as I'm not touching it, it freezes. Which does have some good conveniences, like, to give an example, making it easier to start things up. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I am in jail. Okay. But yeah, if I remember correctly, the whole story is that Ganon found a way to basically win before the game even starts. So yeah. And because this is the beginning area, this is technically where I'll be respawning. But yeah. There's other things, like to give an example, that are smaller. As an example, all the rupees up until like the purple rupee have smaller values. So blue gives you 3. Actually, I have time. Yeah, blue gives you 3. Red gives you 15. I haven't gotten a yellow. But yeah. See? Blue rupees, 3 rupees. But purple is still, no, actually, I forgot about the fact that yellow rupees being the smaller ones that are worth 10 was not an Ocarina of Time thing. I think it was Twilight Princess. So I'm going to get some money. That'll be useful later on. Get caught. I go back to my room. And yeah. Ooh, I gotta do that tiny puzzle again. But yeah, the yellow rupee in Ocarina is the huge rupee, which is 200. So I'm going to wait until the guard is not here. Okay. Okay. Actually, convenience. Now my cell is open. So now if I ever get captured, I could just walk through the front door. Which I only found out when I recently started playing this again, which makes resets so much more bearable. Which, yeah, as you can guess, there are going to be points where you'll have to get back here for some optional stuff. But currently, like always, my goal is just to get a sword, which shouldn't be long. I think it's relatively close. But once I get a sword, I can do quite a bit. So if I remember, yeah, I do need the sword to actually progress because there are some switches. But yeah, this is the room I wanted to go to. Instead of simply getting a key or just a way out the front door, I get a warp song as the first Ocarina song, which I think is pretty neat, especially due to the fact that, you know, this is technically what the game registers as Link's house, so that's where you respawn if you save and quit outside of a dungeon. Which, as a result, I tend to. Are you kidding me? I'm right there! Okay. So, all I gotta do is retrace my steps. But the only problem I have with this game is that, one, it is quite a bit more difficult than the original Ocarina, especially with exploration. But I am perfectly fine with that if it was for the fact there's no like text walkthrough. Like with a trading quest or a trading sequence, I Google it, but like, how in the world am I supposed to know which dog is Richard? Well, Actually, it is easy to know because one literally is hidden, like, trapped in a cage, so that's clearly Richard. Okay. Yeah, I need to go Kiri's store to get through the maze. And need a bit more navigation to get the keys I need. There we go. Okay. Just going to wait for him to go because I want to quickly see what's in that room. Okay. Oh, this helps. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this room has some armors. Okay. I think one more. Okay. So now I can leave, and there's a chest. Yay. Now all I need in this area is 2 keys, and I just need to go through the maze. Speak of the devil. Oh wait, oh. Okay. This gives me the opportunity to get some Riku sticks, which I'm going to need. Yeah, the entirety of Hyrule was overrun. Okay. Yeah. Something else I remember in this game was that for some reason it felt harder to do the to fight Dark Link. Maybe it was just because I didn't fight him in a while, but with my experience it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Because of the lack of, well, because of the fact that I actually have a sword, I'm not going to use the Deku not much, aside from cheesing certain things. Like the Gerudo Guardswoman. And I think Dark Link actually is affected by Deku nuts. Okay. The ocarina. It'll never be on the C buttons. Yada yada yada. Yep, you can use D-pad. Specifically, down. And Now all I need to do is get out of here. Which is what I grabbed these keys for. And in case you thought that I missed stuff, I know I am going to be coming back. Which is specific just because you do come back here for quite a few things. Like, in the same room as Link's cell is a bombable wall. Okay. There's an Armos, but let's see if... Yep. Hit the switch without really getting my way. And if I remember correctly... Yep. Now I can get out of here. Oh, I forgot about that chest. Why did I pull out the sword? Yada yada yada. Exposition. Entertaining reskin of the Zelda meetup cutscene. Skip scene. Teach me the song. Okay. It's good that some of these text boxes can be skipped through, but others cannot. Yippee! Joking aside, this brings into one of my favorite things about this game, which is the Sacred Realm, which was something on the map, but it is something that you go back to quite a bit, acting as a second part to, well, a second piece of becoming adult Link. Yada yada yada. I need to do stuff to beat the game. Okay. The Overture of Light. Yeah, almost all of the songs in this game, well, Ocarina song wise, are unique. And most of the OST is different from Ocarina, which I think is cool. Okay. And now I can get out. And joking aside, once I play the song and warp, it shows one of my favorite things about this hack, which is the storytelling. Not like I keep joking about the long cutscenes, but it's trying to be interesting. It's not trying to goof off, it's trying to be serious. Okay, another funny retool of cutscene. Because hey, they had to work with Ocarina of Time's assets. Yada yada yada. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave after I grab that chest. But once I actually grab the chest, which if I remember correctly, it just has like a red rupee or something in it. You know, a certified not worth it. But now I am too deep. You know what? Never mind. Let's get out of here. Okay. So let's see. But yeah, in terms of storytelling, I'm talking about in the world itself. Just this. The Temple of Time is just ruins. It's just rubble. Yada yada yada. I already know the drill. Get the spiritual stones to become an adult. But what this area has to offer is something that I didn't catch initially. Until I thought about it. Which, you know, this was the entrance. Walk past a pond. Walk down some stairs. And then you're in the ruins of Castle Town. And it's something you'll have to put together yourself instead of just getting a text box saying it. Well, I think. I haven't talked to all the NPCs. But okay. So now once I pass the boundary, I just have to get out of here. Which I would like to make it to town before sunrise. Which, yes, will make this part more annoying, but what it does do is give me access to the version of the Sun Song in this game. Okay. There we go. Actually, should no. I was thinking about pausing the game to go change to actual music. But let's see. Yeah. Yeah, who cares about asking around? We have a few things to collect. This warehouse, I think, yeah, it has a bunch of rupees and harpies. So let's go. Grab that. I wonder. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to, before I forget, grab the furnace one. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Actually, the more I think about it, even when I get the Sun Song, going to get to the yeah, I'm going to get to the outskirts before before I make it day, because that's night only shop where I can get the Deku Shield. But yeah, before I leave town, I want to get the Moon Song, a bottle, and a few more, and I think there might be some heart pieces, and probably the magic beans, but I'm not making a bet. Okay. So let's go. Where is the last one? I think it's behind. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I think this is just a heart piece. Recovering health from the furnace. Now, well, I'm thinking, because there's this, which is a night-only bar, but I don't think I can do much. No, I have a Deku 6, so I can do some stuff, and I can afford a shield. Okay. Oh. Just don't bother me. I got all that. I'm just ignoring what you're saying. Okay. Okay. Dye me some bunnies. But I think that's all I can do. At least at the moment. Actually. should get Richard. I probably need to get the Kuko for that. But I think I'm gonna hold off on like getting magic beans until I actually have no, until I know where to put them, because they can get pricey at times. Why don't I remember this room? Okay, that's actually decent at the moment. And I regret it. I should have listened, but I don't listen to Navi. But hey, I've done my fair share of randomizers. I'm all aware of I'm all too familiar with the ice trap. But hello. What's your face? Not... No. Woo, I got your allowance. Okay. Okay. So that's the Richard woman. By that I mean the woman looking for a dog. But I think because it's actually inside a house. Yep, it's this one. Okay. Let's go, Richard. Okay. Wait until Richard is by my side. Sorry about that. And of course, that... Okay. I'm just going to ignore the other dog. And now, here's your dog. Okay. So now, at least as far as I know, the only other things I can do are the bottle and the graveyard, which is why I decided to go at night. Or at least why I wanted to go at night. Although, before I leave, I also want to do the sculptural house because I think it is cool. I know, a very professional opinion on that matter, but I think it's cool because they have it be in the same vein as have it be in the same style as something like Resident Evil, with like fixed camera perspectives and stuff like that, which I think is cool. But okay. Oh yeah. I think I remember. But that's for, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think there's something up in the rafters that you need a hook shot to get. I think I saw a switch. Oh. Yep. I think that's a switch. I'm just curious now. There is a chest up there. But either way, I need to wait until I'm an adult for that. Which won't happen. At least for a while. I almost forgot. Okay. So here's another cutscene because we haven't had enough of them. Yada yada yada. And now I have a warp song that returns to the town. Instead of having to go through the instead of having to go through the desert. So getting the effectively Nocturne of Shadow early is pretty cool. And yeah. But if you are here during the day, the kid will actually, the kid that you normally give the spooky mask to will scold you for disturbing the graves. Yeah, the kid's not here, so, and neither is Dompe. Why? I don't know. And why is it impossible for me to grab this grave? There we go. And now I have the moon song, which is just a sun song, but I think it's reversed. But it has the same effect. I mean, yes, it does take a while, but I do like the idea that you get every song through a cutscene, which makes it even more important. Yeah, it is literally the sun song backwards. So now I can turn night to day, and vice versa. So I think that's all I can do in town. I could go to the potion shop and actually make a purchase. I mean, I have the money, but I'm not going to. The outskirts, and this is where I get the Kokiri, or the Deku shield. And I'm going to grab some Deku nuts for convenience. Put that there and put that on. Okay. Actually, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the first dungeon and then call it a day. As got quite a bit to do. At least personally. But I do enjoy that this game does play with themes, finding creative ways to reuse assets. Like, spoiler, the third dungeon is spooky. Like it's trying to be unsettling. And that's because it's half dungeon, or half like a traditional, like a castle type location, but the other half is like organic, like Jabba Jabba's belly, which I think is pretty cool. But first, I think it's this one. Yep. Okay. So, do that. I'm not even going to grab or put the bottle in inventory for sanity. So what I'm going to do is... Actually, no. I'm not going to farm money. I don't really need to. And so I'm going to open up both doors. No. Okay, good. Open up the door. Because what I initially did was that I would use the silver rupees here to farm for money. But I don't really need it. By that I mean if I just do good or just not waste money, I'm fine. But something I am going to try, just as a small thing, is that I want to beat Goma without using a slingshot, just for fun. But yeah, which I think it just requires me to get some more Deku sticks. As I'm not going to try to glitch, or rather use the broken Deku stick glitch. Which, for those unaware, if you do something specific with like the Deku stick, which I can show one, which is what I normally do, which is hit a wall while in midair. It interrupts you actually putting there are certain things like landing or getting hit that interrupts you putting away the Deku stick. So let's see if we can aggro this Tech-Tyke. I guess not. But I want to show that you can actually fight with this. Which in the randomizer, I tend to use this a lot because I tend to not have a sword. And it overall just does a lot of damage in comparison to please tell me that gets aggro. Good. Hey. Come here. Come here. I want to smack you in the face with a stick. You can do it. I know you can. There we go. Yeah, all that to show that it could actually be a weapon. And now, the only enemy I can reliably get it with is the Salphos. Oh wait, as long as I do not do a traditional door open, I keep this. Yay. But yeah, with Stalfos, never mind. I need more Deku sticks. No thanks. Okay. Okay. So I think 5 should be enough. Because the best bet would be, well, at least what I'm trying to do, is to one cycle go mode, which boils down to me doing enough damage before with just one stun. Now this place, well, this room in particular, annoys me to the point where I know I'm going to have to get more Deku sticks. Luckily, gives me a good farming spot. And I do not remember if this room has a, like something happens when you kill all the enemies. So I'm going to keep that, Deku shrub alive so I can get, more. The annoying thing about this room is the time, or rather, lack thereof. Because I have to do... Ow! Well, one, the time, and two, that guy. So what I'm going to do is kill the Skulltula before I try anything. Yep, I deserve that. Okay. So I have to do that, but I have to make sure that I get there in time to actually light it, because with the actual time limit that a burning Deku stick has, it's not that forgiving, which is quite surprising. See? Like, I did really good time with that, and still, it burned away as soon as I actually used it. Yeah, this requires... Ow! The slingshot! So... Okay, I'm going to respawn the room, which I think it does, which, if I remember correctly, does not respawn the Skulltula, thankfully. Oh, it does. But first, break the pots. Yes, I could have gone to the shop and bought, like, a red potion or a fairy. Or anything. But now that I know the Skulltula respawn, then I can include the shrub in my killing order. So knowing that one wrong breath is going to lead to the end. Okay, got some more Deku nuts. What did I just say? What did I just say? Well, I deserve that. But I think I have enough Deku sticks. Because that one room was the hardest of, like, the actual timing stuff. I'm just having that set up mainly for fighting Queen Goma. And something else is that using a Deku stick, it does not matter if you are actually swinging or using a jump strike, it does the same damage. Which I think is neat. But yeah, this hack does lose some of the nuance with Ocarina. Like, I mean, starting off in prison is a big gut punch. But, as an example, one of the things that I found out is, or realized, is that the first dungeon with a, with keys is the Forest Temple. You know, your first dungeon as an adult. And as a kid, you don't even get keys until the Spirit Temple and bottom of the well. Which one you get to first depends on, well, circumstance. But yeah, if I remember correctly, this room... that door will open now that everyone is dead. But yeah, with 8 Deku sticks and 19 Deku seeds, or Deku nuts, I'm fine. Maybe. But now I have the slingshot. Let's go. Okay, and now that everyone is dead, and I've already done the web, all I gotta do is climb this up, and then I can hit the switch, which is right behind me. Okay. Okay, there we go. Everything dead. Good. Yeah. Oh no. That finger. But might as well, actually get the compass, I believe, is what is in this room. Okay. Gives me a chest, and if I could reach it, a sculpture. Which, I mean, yes, I can shoot it, but I can't actually collect it without the boomerang or adult. Ah, I can. Tricks for the win. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting, as if I remember correctly, you can actually access this as an adult. But you needed to be an adult to get it. But now all I need to do is actually go beat up the boss. Which requires me to circumnavigate. But while I'm on my way, I am going to get that sculpture. That way, if I remember correctly, that'll be all the golden sculptures in this area. But I think I'm all good. With basically everything else. Okay. But just looking. Okay, so just have to think. Yeah, I was able to use the broken Deku stick on Goma when I'm in the randomizer, but that's because they just skip the cutscenes. So you walk into the boss chamber and Goma's already on the attack. And I think, although I will try, I think activating the cutscene does have you put away your weapon. I think. By try, I mean I will actually see if I can get the broken Deku stick. Okay. That's active, and I think... Yep. I can access the boss now. Actually, you can most likely beat this game without the Kokiri shield. Or Deku shield. It's a Kokiri sword, Deku shield. Yeah. Okay. So what I tend to do... Never mind. Oh wait, there is a bit of difference in elevation. But yeah, what I tend to do is that I use the little gap. There we go. Okay. So does that interrupt it? Never mind. I guess I can't one-cycle it. So that was a few Deku 6 wasted. And there we go. Goma gone. Power container. And now I just have a very long cutscene before I get the Kokiri Emerald. Defeat the evil lurking in the forest, feel barely start this journey, yada yada yada. Okay. So now, yeah, I just have to climb the mountain to get the other dungeons. Well, at least the other spiritual stones. Yay! Kokiri Emerald. Okay. As for the other stones, yada yada yada. I know. So I gone back in, so I can save and quit. That way I respawn here instead of in the cell. So hope you guys like this. And I'll be sure to be back again next week, depending on the performance of this video. Well, when it's on YouTube, will determine if I do a part 2 or if I go back to Randomizer, or I try a different hack. Which I think I would go with Jiggies of Time, which is a Banjo-Kazooie ROM hack, which uses Ocarina of Time as the base for it, which I think is cool. But you know the drill. YouTube, like, comment, sub, Twitch, follow. Hopefully, next time this chat will not be as empty. Either way, I'll see you again sometime next week. Into the indie.